Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today is a very special reunion 2020 episode. What is that? That's when I had a guest on in the past, and I liked him so much I had to bring him right on back. So today's special return guest is Brad Barbera, and he is the founder and chief enabler of strategic innovation over at Pi Innovation. Brad, welcome back to the show.
Adam, thank you so much, and I'm honored to be somebody that you like enough to have as a return guest.
Oh, yes, and I'm excited about today's topic. So we're going to get into some of these digital courses that you're launching. But before we do that, I don't want to assume that all of our new listeners caught your first episode. So let's just start off with what you're doing over at Pi Innovation. First, tell us a little bit more about the business, please.
Absolutely. Well, what I try to do is I try to help nonprofits, startups, and small to mid-sized enterprises get these sort of consulting that their bigger competitors are able to afford, but maybe they don't have the deepest pockets that can afford going to McKinsey and BCG. Basically trying to help them with developing their strategies, developing their innovation capabilities, and I absolutely see innovation and strategy being completely aligned and almost inseparable. And then helping them execute, measure progress, and make changes and adjustments along the way. It is kind of a crazy world that is changing constantly. So it's not all about just forming a plan and doing it. It's about maintaining constant vigilance.
All right, let's get into these digital courses you're launching. I'm excited. Tell me more.
So what I was trying to think of is, I'm one guy, and I can go to individual companies and help them out. I was really trying to figure out how can I expand my reach? How can I help out more people? And the obvious answer, especially in this digital age, is looking at online courses, online interactive capabilities that I can walk as many people as are interested through the processes of how do you form a mission, how do you create a strategy to try to achieve that mission, how do you organize your business around that mission and the strategy, and then how do you execute and adjust, as I was saying before. So I'm creating these courses, and they'll be targeted specifically at either nonprofits, startups, or the small to mid-sized enterprises. And just being the sort of things that not only are they educational, but I'm really hoping that they're going to be entertaining. I find that creativity is stimulated by having fun. Your ability to learn is stimulated by having fun. I was a chemical engineer back in the day, and I wish I could remember a quarter of the chemical engineering stuff that I learned, as well as I remember obscure movie lines from funny comedies of the 80s. It's just those things stick in your head. So that's what I'm going to try to do with these courses. Make them different than just having somebody talking to you on a screen and throwing up a couple of quizzes here and there.
And so what kind of, because there's a lot of nonprofits listening, a lot of business owners, executives, startups, what kind of modules or what kind of lessons do you plan on teaching this, just to give them a little bit more of the meat?
So you clearly start with mission, vision, and purpose. And how do you create one that is not only something that you feel like is important, but the entire organization is able to rally around? And even especially if you're looking at something like a small startup, you not only have to rally the people who are working on your startup, you've got to rally people who want to invest in it. You've got to rally the community around you that you're trying to support. So you need that purpose. You need that mission. You need something that is more than just, I kind of want to start a business and I want to kind of make some money. That doesn't motivate people to get up on a Monday morning. So that's where it all starts, and that's true whether you're a nonprofit, a startup, or a small, mid-sized enterprise. So I talk about, I like to serve purpose-driven organizations. And then from there, it's about creating a framework that connects your mission down to the daily activities that you're doing and each individual in the organization is doing. How does everything support that mission, and people see how they interact and see how what they're doing fits into what the organization is trying to achieve. And then it's a matter of measuring how you're making progress and learning from what you're doing and how it's making an impact, and making adjustments along the way so that you're always trying to achieve more, and you're always trying to make sure you're doing the things that are going to make the greatest impact. I had one client that I came in, I started talking about their strategy, and her response was, well, we're only in the second year of our 5-year strategy plan, so we don't really have to talk about strategy right now. And I was just dumbfounded because that's like this world is changing way too fast to have a 5-year plan and not even revisit it along the way. So that's the kind of thing that I try to help organizations that I work directly with, and it's the thing I'm going to try to translate into these courses.
So tell me, and so what's the expected length of the course? Like, how long is it going to take a company to go through these courses?
Well, I'm going to, at least initially, try to start with these being very short modules. So in the 10 to 15-minute range, things that people can easily digest. And in each one of them, I want to try to provide some sort of context and something that they can take away immediately, whether it's a tool or a concept that they can say, all right, I can use this on my job today. But it's not so long, it's not a 20-hour commitment that they would have to go through in order to get something that is usable. So they're going to be bite-sized pieces, but then each one of them will interact with the others, so you can kind of see how it all fits together.
And so if somebody's listening to this, Brad, and they want more information or to follow up for the courses, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Well, I would love if people would reach out because these courses are in development, and I want to make sure I am co-developing them. I want the audience to be able to say, hey, can you talk about this, or I didn't like how you did that. So please, by all means, feel free to reach out to me. I'll give you my email is pi, P-I, like the Greek letter, at the number 3, the word point, the number 1, the number 4, and then innovation.com. So, I got cute around pi being 3.14, and I used the numbers and the words there. But that's my email. They can also go to either my company address, which is 3.14innovation.com, or go directly to my personal website, which is bradbarbera.com. And the last name is awesome. Barbera.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Brad, it's been great having you back on this Reunion 2020 episode. Can't wait to have you back in 2021. We'll hear how the courses went, how many people you helped, all that good stuff. I'm excited to see you extend your reach and mission of helping people out there in businesses and nonprofits. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, then definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave some comments on the video. Love to hear what you thought and what kind of businesses and what you're working on. And Brad, thanks again for coming back on the show.